Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. It's been a day or two since I've done a vlog, but I just really haven't had much to talk about in my life here. I've just had kind of a couple days off, and I've dedicated those days to harmonica studies and such. And thank you for enduring all my harmonica shenanigans here on my channel. I appreciate it. But what I'm in the midst of today is I'm fixing up a bunch of my old harps. Now you might not know it, but you can tune these, fix them with. Now every harmonica player who's serious should own one of these, and this is a harmonica toolkit basically. This was gifted to me by my friend Steve McNabb, who's been a dear friend of mine for a quarter century. This is for herring harmonicas, which I've actually never even heard of, but all the stuff kind of works the same. There's a couple things that are kind of useless, but for what I'm doing, it's all good. So what I'm going to do is I have two E-flat harmonicas here. E-flat's not a very common key, but I like to play. I just like to play it. I like the sound of it. Now this is a working E-flat. I need to clean it up a bit, but... See? Works fine. It's a little rusty and old. This harmonica is probably at least 20 years old. But, it is what it is. Anyhow, this is probably an even older harmonica. I probably bought this one to replace this one, because this is back when I was, before I committed to using marine bands pretty much only. I've been trying out a couple different models these days just because there's a bunch of new shit I've never tried, and maybe something's better, but I've yet to find something better than a marine band. So, but Hohner, kind of the two biggie harps with Hohner over the decades have been the marine band and the Special 20. Now the Special 20 has a plastic body. It's quite easy to play for a beginner. It's a great beginner harmonica. If you're just starting out, you know, I would always suggest playing marine bands. But if there's certain downfalls to marine bands, like the wood it's a wood body, it gets soaked with moisture. The ridges of these wood things kind of pop out and cut your lips sometimes, and that doesn't happen with the plastic body. But I just prefer the sound of the wood body much more. It's a much warmer sound. So the first thing, so now this is what the messed up one sounds like. See what I mean? 4-draw is fucked. I think that's pretty much it, but this harmonica definitely needs a good cleaning. So, one thing that isn't in this kit is a flat or like a straight-headed screwdriver. So, luckily I have my little trusty jackknife, and these are held together with nails and pins, and I can pull them apart, and I know how to do it, but they're kind of tricky to fix. Whereas a marine or a Special 20 is quite easy to take apart and fix if these screws aren't rusted on. Oh, this is an old harmonica. Jesus, Murphy. Yeah, it's rusted on pretty good. But I used to play Special 20s a fair bit. This is really rusted. I used to play Special 20s a fair bit, you know, back when I was kind of figuring out what I liked, what I didn't like. Kind of the three harmonicas that I played as a youth were marine bands, Special 20s, and Hohner made another kind of harmonica called the Bluesband, which I actually quite liked. It was very easy to play, very easy to bend notes on. That's what it was kind of built for. And it had a smaller body. It was just an interesting harmonica. Hold on just for a sec. Literally half an hour later, or about that, I got the screws off. They were welded on with spit. So that's kind of gross, but it is what it is. So the tools that we're going to use for this are very simple. We're going to use a reed separator. We're going to use a little file. This is a harmonica file. Maybe we'll use these tweezers. And this is a harmonica pick. And it's very useful. This is a very, very useful tool. So, yeah. Our problem's on the 4-draw. So what we do is we take this little shiv here and we isolate the reed. This is where the pick comes in handy. I'll show you what I've done in a second. Okay, see, I've done that. That's isolated the reed so I can work on it. Now, how you tune harmonicas is if the reed blows flat, which is the most common thing, you file the tip of it until it gets to the note, like gets back into tune. And if it's if you've blown it high, like I don't know if it's stretched out so it's high, like higher sounding. I've had it happen, but I can't remember the last time I had that happen. You filed, or if you want to lower, like if you're doing a custom tuning job. I've done a few custom tuning jobs, making major keys into minor keys and stuff. You know, you file at the bottom of the reed. It's all very kind of simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to file away at this for a little bit. I used to have a different harmonica toolkit made by the Lee Oscar people, and it was really good. But this one's just as good. The Lee Oscar one was really only good for Lee Oscar harmonicas. Okay, so I filed that reed down a bit. You can see the shininess. Still flat. And it's just kind of, you keep doing it until you get what you want. Sorry I haven't had much tobacco related stuff up lately. I know a lot of people watch my channel simply for that. I'm still expecting a package in the mail from my friend Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy. But I know you're worried about it getting to me, but it'll get to me. It takes time sometimes. I'm not worried about it at all. I just wish it would get here, because I just want to see what's inside. So yeah, just filing down this reed. It's kind of a there we go. That sounds a lot better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just clean this up a bit. Hold on. Alright. So 3 hours later, I finally got the screws back in. So this is what we got now. Okay, this is the good one. This is the one I just fixed. Still needs some work. I think it just needs to be played for a bit, really, get the reeds loosened up. But this is seriously probably 20 years old. But we got it back in tune using this, and these pair of tweezers. So yeah, pretty cool. I was really happy when Steve gave me this kit, because I'd lost my living the chaotic fucking life that I do. I lost my old kit somehow, somewhere. But yeah, this has all kinds of cool stuff in it. It's got you know, all these these are like spare reeds and stuff. You can replace reeds. It has this block here that's like a good, I don't know, working bench, I guess. I've never used it, but it's kind of cool. It's very heavy. I honestly don't know what it's for, though. And then various tools for, you know, like just fucking with your reeds, making them. You know, this is a poker thing. Oh, it's funny. All these tools are very useful when it comes to harmonica maintenance. The poker, you know, these are good for when you're replacing reeds. Like you can tap them, get a good, you know, these are good for that. Replacing reeds. I don't replace reeds too much, but cool to have. Yeah, these are the things I mainly use. There's this little shiv and this file. My old kit had like 4 files in it. And this poker. Very, very useful harmonica maintenance tool. Oh, and this wrench. This wrench is only for herring harmonicas, I assume, because it doesn't fit anything I have. So, and I've never seen a herring harmonica. But yeah, so there you go. Just wanted to show you what I do when my harmonicas break, because you know, you're often, if you're a harmonica player, you're often pretty poor, and harmonicas are expensive these days. They're like $80, 30, anywhere from 35 to $80, and the kind I like to play are more in the $80 range. So it's good to know how to fix them. But alright, thanks for joining me on this little journey. Hopefully the mail will come sometime and I'll have some tobacco to review sometime soon. And until then, be well, stay free, and always be the best you can be. Over and